Alright guys, this is the tutorial for drawing number 2. If you've looked at drawing number 2, you will see that there is a top, front, and right side view. This is called an orthographic projection, and it is mainly used for mechanical drawings. So I'm going to show you guys how to draw orthographically today. So I always start with my front view. So I'm going to go to line, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to show you down here at the bottom where you have this right angle. It says restrict cursor. It says off. I'm going to click on that and turn that on because that will only enable you to go horizontally or vertically, which works really nice. So I'm going to just draw a line down, and I'm going to type in, if I look at the dimensions, 3.15 and enter. Alright, I have a line, and then I'm going to come over and I'm just going to blow this up a little bit. And the bottom part of that looks like it's 4.18 and enter. And then I'm going to move my cursor up at 1.15, enter. I'm going to move my cursor over to the left at 1.15, enter. Down 0.5 to the left 0.5, enter. Up 0.5, enter. And then back over at 0.5, enter. And then it looks like I'm going to go up, and that looks like it's 2.00. And I'm just going to click to close it. Enter to disengage. You really need to scrutinize the dimensions to get this accurate. So there's the first part. Next, it looks like I need to find the placement for the circle. And so if I look at the dimensions, I can just offset this line by offset. Okay, hold on. And I'm going to offset. Actually, I'm going to just hit the offset button. And it's asking me for a distance, and I'm going to do 1.00, enter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset this top line down. And it looks like the side is going to have to be offset by, and it's asking me for a distance, and it looks like 0.97 and enter. So I'll click this line and offset it. That is going to be the center point for the circle. So if you come up to the circle tab, we're going to do circle radius. The radius of the circle, I think, is 0.5. Oh no, I lied, it's 1. 1.0. Oh, nope, undo. You enter. So it's 5. I lied. I don't have that in the drawing, so I'll have to remember that when I'm in class. Okay. Now, just because the lines are there, I can go in easily and erase those. I just used them as placement lines so I can place the circle. So don't freak out if you're drawing lines because you're just doing it to place circles. So then I'm going to come over, and here's another trick. I want to space these out about an inch away from each other. So I'm going to draw 2 lines from the corners at one point. That way I have even spaces in between my drawings, which is typical. So here's the front. So I'm going to do a line, and it looks like the bottom is 2.25, enter, by 3.15, enter, 2.25, and I'm just going to come down and connect. And what I'm going to do is come in and erase that middle piece that I put in. I just used that line as a space to make my drawings equal apart. My right is going to be 1 inch off and my top view is going to be 1 inch off. So I'm going to connect up here and I'm going to draw a line, and it looks like it needs to be 4.18 by let me see, 1.25 by 4.18, enter, and I'm just going to connect it down, enter to disengage, and I'm going to come in and erase that line. So now I have a top, a front, which is this view. I mean, this is the top, this is the front, and this is the right side view. This is called an orthographic projection. So what these dotted lines are, those are called hidden lines. So those will be the hidden lines of the circles. And so what I like to do, this is going to be real easy, is we're going to just project those lines across to the different views. That's why you always do your front view first, because that's usually the one with the most detail. So if you look at your drawing here, I'm just going to come up and I'm going to just click and connect the line all the way through, because that's going to tell me where the holes are at. We're not going to worry about making these hidden lines right now. And I got another cut right here. And oh, my circle, if you notice, my line will not attach to that, so I'm drawing 2 lines in the middle of that circle, but now I can use that endpoint to make my projection lines. And I'll come in and erase those circle lines because I don't need them anymore. And you're going to do the same exact thing over here, so I'm going to place 2 lines on, actually you're just going to go out, because when you go down, it doesn't, AutoCAD doesn't allow you to hit that. So if you just draw those lines over and trim them, it'll work. So I will come over here and just click, come right here and project that over. Where else do I see? Oh, we have the top of this block right here, but then we also have this cutaway. So those are the lines that you should have. Now what I'm going to do is just come in and trim. So I'm going to say from this line and this line, enter. I'm going to trim all this stuff and come in and erase these 2 lines, and now I have my drawing. So you have a top view, a front view, and a right side view. Like I always suggest, always start with your front view, because that's usually in an orthographic projection is the one that has the most detail, and it's easy just to project the lines and trim them away to your other views, whether it's your top view or your right side view. So last but not least, we'll go into layout. Alright, that looks good, perfectly center. Make sure you always go into your big A and do a save as. Make sure you save as drawing 2, and then go down into print. Plotter and printer name, just come down to Adobe PDF and hit OK. And that will make your PDF file so you can upload it into D2L. Make sure you save this as drawing number 2 with your last name. Drawing number 2 with your last name. Drawing 2 Hotchkiss. And then save it so you can Dropbox it into the D2L drawing number 2 Dropbox. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.